Hello and welcome back, guys. So in this particular session what we'll be covering is sets chapter again, and then after that you will be asked this question in question number 10 in your SEE. And then the question that we currently have is from our old exam, so you could find it anywhere, but this one is pretty confusing as well for some students. So out of 100 students, 80 students passed in science, 71 passed in mathematics, 10 failed in both subjects, 7 did not appear in an exam. Find the number of students who passed in both subjects by representing the above information in a Venn diagram, right? So let's write down the given first of all. So 100 students is there. Number 3, solution. Number of students 100. Number of students who passed in science 80, 71 in mathematics, 71 in mathematics, right? And then who failed in both subjects as 7, and then who did not appear, right? So what we can do is we can merge this two, okay? So since 7 did not appear, 10 failed in both, that means they are not within the curve, right? So 10 plus 7, 17, right? So whenever we are drawing a Venn diagram, so it in a Venn diagram as well. SM U is 100, right? 10 and 17, right? I've just added it up together. And then basically when you're talking about S and M, can you put this figure over here directly? No. You know why? Because this is people who passed in S, right? So inside this 80 of the students, there might be few who have passed in science and math both, right? So we need to segregate that, okay? We need to separate it out first of all. So how we can do is that basically the total number of students minus the one who failed and the one who did not, the one who failed in both and the one who did not appear, we can add this thing together or subtract it from the total number of students, right? That will give us the students who passed in both subjects, right? And then based on the both subject who have passed, we can figure out who passed in only science, who passed in only math, and who passed in only science and math, okay? So this is our S intersection M, okay? So we know S union M is equals to N minus S union M, right? So this will be 100 minus 17, right? So this will give us 383, okay? 9 and 1, yeah. So now what we can do is that we know that both of this both student who passed is 83, right? We know the total number of these two and sets, right? So what we can basically do is let's separate out. So since we know N S union M is equals to NS of science students who passed in science, the students who passed in maths minus students who passed in both, right? So let's just put in the values. 83, 80 plus 71 minus, since we don't know the students who passed in both, so we'll just leave that as it is. And then if you compute it, so this will be 1 and then 151 minus 83, right? So how much will we get? 11 minus 3 will be 8, right? And then this will be 14 minus 8 will be 4 and 6, 68, okay? So the number of students who passed in both will be 68. So how much of the students who passed in science only? So we have to find that as well. Okay, we need to segregate it. So since 68 passed in thingy, so n naught s is equals to ns minus ns intersection m. Okay, so this will be 80 minus 68. Okay, it will be 12. So same thing for math as well, because we need these values to put it in the Venn diagram. Okay, that's why we are finding it out, otherwise we did not need it, right? 71 minus 68, so 2 will give us 70, so it will be 3 and 12, right? So you know, as I've said that, like, the s includes the number who have passed in both science and math, right? So since only 12 students passed in math, so we need to separate this number, separate this 80 into two numbers. Okay, one is 12, one is 68. These are the people who passed in science only, this is the people who passed in both. Okay, that's why we need to separate it when we are creating a Venn diagram. So if you show 80 over here directly, then how much will that number be? It will be 148, but that's not the correct number, right? So our total number of students in science is only 80, right? So we need to put the values for only the science value. Okay, so always remember that. So I'm so sorry this diagram is a bit messy, but just trying to get your concept clear. Is that, so when we are given the student who passed in science, we need to see whether that number includes that they have passed in other subjects as well or not. Okay, usually they will be. Okay, so that's it pretty much, guys. So if you have any confusions regarding this kind of question, please do comment down below. I'll be happy to answer it for you. Until next time, bye bye.